This is one of the most cruel times for the King of the Night, only to see him pushing forward into the air. The giant dragon in the air, Viserion, was full of blood and had a miserable love affair, but because he was hit by the King of the Night, he could not continue to fly in the air. As a result, he fell heavily on the ice, and Viserion, who had lost a lot of blood, slowly closed his eyes and sank into the cold river. At this moment, everyone in the eye is shocked, but the saddest thing is Daenerys, because now he has lost a giant dragon from the west, a child raised by himself. However, it is unexpected that the King of the Night has prepared a second long hair, and it seems that the situation is not good, but Daenerys is in a hurry to escape. It's a surprise that it almost hit him this time, but the King of the Night did not continue to chase him because his goal had been achieved. Then thousands and thousands of dead ghosts carried heavy iron bars in different directions, and the dead giant dragon Viserion pulled out of the water. At this moment, his body is frozen, but this is what the King of the Night wanted, and he just slowly walked forward, and the terrible life and death magic was cast. Unexpectedly, the next second, the giant dragon Viserion opened his eyes again, but this time his eyes were blue. Then the King of the Night trained the dead Viserion spray the blue flame and burn it to block his long journey. As the layer of ice melts a little bit, the long journey that has existed for 8,000 years suddenly collapsed and was finally broken by the King of the Night. Then he led all the dead ghosts to the south, straight ahead of Lin Dongsheng, and Daenerys and Xiangwen both married the giant dragon Zhuogang and Lei Go, and the dead dragon of the King of the Night fought in the air. However, the blue flame of Viserion has a very strong killing power, and the two dragons can only fight while hiding. After all, they are their own brothers and they can't go down to fight. At the moment of death, Lei Go and Viserion were fighting each other, and they were trying to drag the dragon around. The blood spilled in the air. The King of the Night also wanted to attack Lei Go with a long hair, but he could not aim at him, and he finally fell down. Then Viserion was beaten by Lei Go for a long time, and Lei Go was also seriously injured and could not stand still and lay on the ground. So Viserion was completely killed and fell in front of Xiangwen, and Lei Go, who was injured after the end of the war, was barely able to fly in the air. Daenerys was very happy to see it, but he didn't expect the next moment to be dangerous. But with Lei Ji's anger, the long hair directly pierced Lei Ji's neck, and he ended up in the Sea of Sea, and the angry Daenerys watched the enemy ship hidden in the corner. He wanted to avenge his own child, but he was afraid he would lose the last child. In the end, Daenerys ran away from the scene with anger. At this moment, his desire to revenge is getting stronger and stronger. Then after a short time, Daenerys married the army in front of Zhuogenji, burned all the weapons of the dragon with the dragon's smoke, and burned all the ships in the sea, including the one that killed Lei Go. Revenge for his own child. And at the end of the game, only the dragon Zhuogenji survived. Because he is a palace. It is predicted that the dragon will be